don't have video.
You should click on video.
I don't see.
It down the bottom left, if you look, there says video, you could click stop video or
No.
so you don't have that.
Okay, we are live with the meeting. Thank you.
Tom,
very
Tom,
well.
just before you get started, by my count, we have yourself, Michelle Zach, Greg Falk, Phil Benoit, Joe, and Fran, as well as Eileen, the recording secretary, present. Oh, and Elaine Mata just joined us. I see Elaine. Hi, Elaine.
Yep, I'm there. How you doing, guys?
Hey, Elaine.
Go Yukon. Okay, are we ready?
Yes, sir.
I know John's ready. All right, the time by my clock is 7:03. We're going to start the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. And any decision by this board can be taken to Superior Court within 15 days. This is June 16th, 2020. First, the process we'll take is first we'll hear anybody in favor of the motion, and then we'll hear anybody who's opposed to the motion, and then we'll go into a closed, non-public board discussion, and we'll vote. Now, Michelle, would you like to read the public notice?
Sure. Legal notice, Town of Rocky Hill Zoning Board of Appeals. The Rocky Hill Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a virtual public hearing on Tuesday, June 16, 2020, beginning at 7 p.m. to consider the following. Appeal 2020-2, 46 Church Street LLC, requesting a variance from requirements of the Rocky Hill Zoning Regulations Section 4.D.2 to allow for a side yard setback of 13.4 feet where 15 feet is required for property located at 46 Church Street in the TC Town Center Zone, ID number 10-023. Any person interested in providing public comment should email publicmeetings@rockyhillct.gov, noting that you want to join in or view. You will be provided with a link to attend the Zoom remote meeting and instructions on how you will participate. Copies available by contacting David Palmberg at 860-258-7675. Written comments may be directed to dpalmberg@rockyhillct.gov or Planning and Zoning, 761 Old Main Street, Rocky Hill, Connecticut, 06067, and must be received at least 1 hour prior to the start of the meeting. People needing special accommodations, please contact dpalmberg@rockyhillct.gov or call 860-258-7675 at least 3 business days in advance. Data for publication on this 5th and 12th date of June 2020. Zoning Board of Appeals, Tom Puglisi, Chairman, Michelle Zach, Secretary.
Thank you, Michelle. Now, for Appeal 2020-2, I understand that Joe DeMauro is here. Joe, are you speaking for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, you have the floor.
Okay, well, good evening, everybody. So, you know, I guess I'll give you a little background of what's going on there today and what I'm hoping to do. So today we have a small building, and on the first floor we have a barber and my office, and we share essentially the first floor. It's divided in half. The barber has the front half. I'm right across the street from the town hall, if you guys have seen it. And the back half is my office, and on the second floor, I currently have a 1-bedroom apartment. Then, if you drive into the parking lot, towards the back, you'll see a garage. And that garage is very old. It's been there, I think, since the property has been built. So I imagine in 1921, they built that garage. And it's kind of leaning to the right. So I need to take it down. And what we like to do is take the garage, the new garage, and extend my current property to add the garage to the, existing property. And on the second floor, put a one-bedroom apartment. And I guess really what I'm asking is, I'm hoping when you put that addition on the current building, I would like for the building to be flush. So, and apparently my existing building is beyond the setback as it is, and I can pull up the survey. I don't know if you guys have a copy of it there, but my existing building apparently is already on the, I guess, beyond the setback. So if I continue the addition to be flush with the existing building, it's going to continue to be beyond the setback, which I think is about 1.5 feet. So the alternative would be to bring that building in 1 foot, and it just would not make sense for the second floor. The first floor, it just wouldn't look right. So I'm hoping that I can continue the addition to be in line with the existing property. I guess the other point, so my main concern, I'm hoping to keep the two buildings in line. And I guess if we need to point to some kind of hardship, the building apparently was built in 1921, and the regs were, I guess, enacted in 1938. So I'm imagining that those regs, the property is already existing, and it's already kind of about, some foot or so beyond the setback. So I'm wondering, maybe because of that, we can just continue.
Yeah, sure. I'll be over your place, Ronnie.
Okay, so I think that's what I'm asking the town, if I can get permission to continue the building. And I'm only going out 16 feet. So, do you guys have the that survey, or do you want me to pull it up? Oh, you do. Okay, I can pull it up and show you quickly what I mean. Would you like me to do that?
I think that's one of the documents we got, right, David? I think I have.
Yes,
it.
there should be a copy of the survey in your packet. And then in an email that I had sent out yesterday,
Elevations and stuff.
if it wasn't, there's elevation views and a floor plan as well as a report.
So, that's what I'm asking.
May I ask a question, Joe, before we get into the commission? Have you notified the abutters? I have not received your certificate of mailing for the notification of abutters.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I need to get that copy of the with the postmark on it from the post office back.
Oh, well, hold on. So I'm sorry, Dave. I thought because Kim emailed me, and I thought they were not requiring me to mail it through the post office. I mailed it regular mail, and then I emailed her to confirm that they had mailed it all out. Does that work?
Okay, yes, we're in different rules here with the COVID.
All right. Yeah, so I did mail I mailed it to all that list of individuals you guys provided me.
Okay. So, excuse me, Chairman, just so we're aware, we're operating under different rules under the executive orders, whereas for notification requirements and sign requirements and the notification of abutters, the rules are very drastically from what we typically have. It's, as the applicant mentioned, it's by regular mail, not by certified mail. As well as the notice being on the town website. So, and I'll trust the applicant in what he's stated as far as in emailing Kim. I know there's been a lot of discussion because the applicant is up before the Planning and Zoning Commission tomorrow night, which also had the notification requirements.
I understand. David, so you're comfortable with the notification going out regular mail? Thank you.
Yes, and I'll also add that I have not received any comments and that the sign has been present on the property.
Okay, good, thank you. Now I'm looking for commissioners. And do we have any commissioners with questions?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, can I ask a question?
Yes,
It's Joe.
Joe?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Joe, Mr. Demaro, on your application where it says, has a previous appeal been filed in connection with his premises? Didn't we give you a variance before?
I don't think so. I came to the town, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and I think what I did then was change the use of the building.
Yeah, but then right. Didn't you come before the zoning board of appeals for an appeal?
Yeah, I think it was an appeal.
Well, I believe it was a special use permit, Joe.
Okay.
Joe Coelho, with the Planning and Zoning Commission to add the additional use, and that was shortly after the town center was created, which encourages mixed-use developments within the town center zone. That was for the barber shop, I believe.
Okay. No, the only question is, Dave, I mean, I think that should probably be yes, and not that it makes that much of a difference, but I think it's supposed to be yes and not a no.
Okay, I can look into that.
Well,
Okay.
it says has a previous appeal been filed. If it was a special, I'm not sure that's an appeal. Is that considered an appeal?
No, it will
Well,
not.
Okay. Well, I think he came before us for that, but don't worry. I mean, whether it is or isn't, not the proposed addition. I have no problems with what Mr. Demaro wants to do.
Tom, if I could ask, this is Greg, if I could ask a
Yes.
couple follow-ups.
Go ahead, Greg.
So I have no problem with what was presented. It looked fine. I mean, obviously, we're here just strictly for the purposes of dealing with the variance for the setback. My only concern, I just want to be sure we have it on the record correctly, is making sure the hardship stated is good so that we're clean on this and we don't have any issues. So I don't want to necessarily rely upon the being flush with the building as the hardship. I think given the age of the building and the fact it was built prior to the regulations is important. Could I also get clarification as to whether, as any practical matter, this garage can be put anywhere sense that would be within the current configuration, or is that not something that could be done?
Yeah, I think that's going to be difficult, especially if you look at the second floor, because we're attempting to take advantage of the existing building. So if you look at my existing building and the back of it where the addition's going to go, there's about 12 by 15 area, a 12 by 15 area that is currently with a dormer. So we're looking to remove that dormer, and that second floor is going to be part of the apartment above the garage. So I don't have to go out another, another 10 feet to add more space. So in an efficiency purpose, I guess, I'm just trying to take advantage of that. And if I go in a foot or two, it's just not gonna, I don't know. I think the roof line, everything is gonna be all,
Excuse me, Joe, if I might ask, does the, if you were to move it a foot or two, does that affect the parking layout or the access drive?
And it might do that as well. I was told that yeah, exactly. So it might be a little bit more harder for the people to pull in or pull out of the garage. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Craig, do you have any more questions?
No, that's good. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I got a
Joe, you're
quick-
good. Go ahead.
Phil Benoit.
Yes, Phil.
I'm gonna go over this quickly because I'm a little confused. He's putting an addition on the bottom floor will be part of his office, and the second.
Yeah,
Phil, I'm not hearing you.
Asking is, I'm probably coming in stanky, but the proposal you have is you're going to put an addition onto the building, and part of that addition is going to be addition to your business, and the next floor is going to be an apartment.
Well, the first floor will be a garage because I have an existing garage that I'm removing, and I'll expand the parking lot so it provides more parking. And the first floor of the addition will be a garage, and the second floor will be an apartment.
Okay, that makes it more clear to me.
Okay.
Okay. Michelle, do you have any questions?
No, I have no
Sorry, I
question.
had to unmute. So you're looking with the removal of the garage, and if this were to go through, so you're actually looking of adding at least what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more parking spots to your parking lot?
Yeah, approximately. If you're facing the old garage today, we're gonna probably add another 2 or 3 to the right. And on the left side, so we'll have the handicap parking first, and then maybe, another parking space and maybe one more, because I was planning on, there's 3 or 4 trees that are, set back pretty far. And I like to avoid cutting them down if I can. And maybe have instead of putting a parking space there, maybe leave a little bit of grass, if they want to put their picnic table or whatever, you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay, all right. Nope,
All right.
that sounds good to me.
Okay, Fran, do you have any questions?
No, I don't, sir. All set.
Okay, thank you. How about Dylan? Do you have any questions?
No, I'm all set. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Elaine, do you have any?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay,
She wants to pay rent.
yeah, I have 2 quick questions for you. The handicap parking spot, is that going to be wide enough to accommodate a wheelchair van?
Good question.
It should be, and we should have a little space, next to the van. I'm sorry, next to the parking space. I got to look at the plan, but there should be enough space. We have plenty of room, so we can expand it if we have to. And the ramp is the existing handicap ramp will be moved slightly. So, if someone parks in the handicap ramp, they'll literally get out of the car or van and they can wheel right up the ramp.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
I do have a comment.
Yes, Elaine. Yes.
And I've said this in previous meetings, you know, when they come to paint the lines in the parking lot and everything, people are not doing it correctly. You know, it should be, the hash marks need to be 8 feet on the vans, for the van, and then on the other side, it should be 3 feet. So I just want to make sure that the measurements are done correctly. Because if I drive by and then I see whoever did it, didn't do it right, you know, we're gonna have to do this all over again. I just want to do it right the first time.
Just, Mr.
Mr.
Chairman,
DeMorro, would you take that into consideration? That's
Absolutely.
not something that we would mandate.
No, absolutely. I'm gonna make sure that the lines are consistent with the plans. And I believe the plans show 16, hold on. 16 by 20.
right, that's with the accessible aisle. And just to clarify, it's not under the purview of the zoning board of appeals, but with the number of spaces you have, you're required one space. You're under 25, so you're required one space, and that one space must be van accessible. It appears on the plan you provided that you're meeting those dimensional requirements.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure that the lines are consistent with the plan.
Terrific. Thank you for that. Now,
Sure.
are there any other questions from any commissioners? Apparently not. Then the chair will entertain a motion to close the public discussion.
Just a minute, Mr. Chairman, if I may, we have, just to reiterate, we have not received any public comment, and it doesn't appear that we have any public participating here, so.
Okay, how would that affect our vote?
Well, I'm just saying, typically, we ask the public if they're in favor or opposed. In this case, I have not received any in my office, either by telephone, email, or regular mail. And I have a message from the moderator of this meeting from our IT department that he has not received any requests for public comments through the official email that was posted in the legal notice. So I just want to let you know there's no public participating.
I appreciate that, Dave. That begs the question, will that affect our vote tonight?
No, not at all. It's the same as if you
Okay.
had people in the room that choose not to speak. That's all.
Terrific. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So the chair will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to close the
Close.
public hearing for
Second.
2020-2.
I'll second it.
Okay. Okay, by voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Okay, motion carries.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, the commissioners, would you like to discuss this? No, actually, I have to have a motion now. Chair will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve application 2020-2 for the hardship stated in the application.
I'll
And-
second the motion.
Okay. Now we can discuss it. Does anyone have any specific concerns, comments?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that we're going to include in the hardship that it's going to be include because of the age of the building being built in 1921 and the recs on when they were implemented. We're going to include that into the hardship, correct?
I think
Yes,
the
that's reason.
Yeah, I would, maybe the way to put it would be that the hardship I thought was expressed well during the testimony during the public
Okay.
hearing. Included the age of the building, the fact that if the building is moved at all, it'll affect the entrance and parking and the ability to build the second floor in alignment with the rest of the building.
Okay, I just wanted just clarification in my mind. Thanks.
That's a good question.
Yep. Okay, are there any other questions, comments? If not, then we already have a motion and a second. I'm ready to vote on this. Rather than individual, let's do a voice vote again because that works. All in favor of the motion to approve,
Aye.
please say
Aye.
yes.
Aye.
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 Are there any opposed? The motion carried unanimously.
So Tom, I think just, or David, for the record, that we had the 5 regular commissioners voting on that. Is
Yeah,
that-
we did have the 5 regular members seated for this,
Mhm.
Yes.
Tom.
So we're good. So
It's approved. So it's approved.
now we can move on. It is approved.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Joe. I think with the old garage gone, that's actually going to improve the neighborhood.
Right.
Now, as far as old business, is there any old business that we have?
I have none.
Okay. Is there any new business that we have?
I have none.
No? Okay, then, let's see, we should approve, and I don't have the date on the last meeting.
February 18th.
February 18th.
February 18th. I make a motion, we
Fine.
approve the minutes as written.
Second.
Thank you. And the second, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And it's approved. Could I have a motion to close the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, folks.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Thanks all.
Good
Have a
night.
nice day.
Hopefully
Good night
next
and
time
stay
it'll be in
healthy.
person.
Joe, I'll be in touch with you tomorrow.
Okay, thank
All
you,
right.
guys. Have a good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Everybody.
Don't
Joe,
play,
thank
Mom
you.
says
David,
hi.
thank you.
Stay healthy.
Thank you again, David.